The scene cuts to a woman named Rosa sending a message to her husband. She says sorry to him and requests him to come back home. The scene changes to the husband, Pedro, who also sends a message saying that he wants to come back too, but he can't get her involved in this mess. Back to Rosa, she's on the treadmill running. She's overdoing the exercise, and even the device is telling her to stop. But she stops only when her child calls for her from inside the house. Rosa gets on the bed with her daughter and sleeps for the night. In the morning, her dad comes with some stuff she needed. Rosa thanks her dad, and they start chatting about what's going on between Pedro and her. Her dad tells her to not blame herself, as she has done everything she can. Rosa asks for an opinion from her dad about her going back to the job of police. Her dad assures her that she should go to the job, as she's a strong woman, Rosa's daughter. Sophia comes out of the house ready for school. Rosa's dad adores Sophia. He asks her why she is cranky. And it's because she didn't get to watch TV the previous night. But it's because Rosa is painting the room downstairs. Sophia gets back to the house after she gets a call from Pedro's ex, Sylvia, asking about Pedro. He was supposed to meet their son tomorrow, but he's nowhere to be seen. After knowing that he's also not there, Sylvia hangs up the call. Rosa goes to meet with her ex-partner, Javi, and their lawyer about the custody of their daughter, Sophia. Rosa tells him that Sophia is having a hard time, and she doesn't want to see him. Javi can't accept this and starts getting furious. However, they can't seem to agree. The scene changes to Rosa, telling a man named Alberto how that man is out to get her, and is just trying to screw her. Alberto asks her about Vicente's retirement party. She replies that she doesn't know. Later, Alberto is seen coaching men in boxing practice. Then he is seen again in police uniform, checking the ID of drivers on the road with another colleague. The colleague asks him whether he's going to come to the party, and he confirms that he will. The scene changes to Alberto lying in his bed and watching TV. He gets up and gets ready to go to Rosa's place. Her dad, Juan, comes out and greets him. He thanks him for taking care of Rosa in this tough time. Rosa's mom comes out of the house, too, and greets him. Sophia also comes out of the house. Rosa's mom tells her to greet Alberto, which she does, but she seems hesitant with Alberto. Even though Alberto brought a toy for her, she doesn't seem to be ecstatic about him. Rosa is now in front of them all, dressed up for the party even though she didn't want to leave. Her parents and Alberto encouraged her to go. They arrive at the party on Alberto's motorbike. Meanwhile, the police get a call from someone, asking to send a patrol near the Foix reservoir, as they have seen a burnt car near the reservoir. Back to the party, it's going on nicely. Everyone is talking and laughing while having lunch. They also take pictures of Rosa and Alberto sitting together at night. People are dancing to the music at the party. Rosa is enjoying herself too. She asks for one of her colleagues to join her too, but he refuses respectfully. The colleague texts Pedro and informs him that Rosa has come to the party with Alberto. He also tells Pedro that he's worried about him and hopes that he's all right. Meanwhile, the police arrived at the reservoir. They have found the car but haven't found any body inside. The officer on the call with them tells them to find the van of the car, while the party is going on full throttle. The police officers find the van, but also find a body in the back of the car. Rosa gets out of the party and texts Pedro again, asking to fix everything. Meanwhile, Rosa's parents are wondering whether Pedro left Rosa for a younger girl. Sophia calls for them from inside, and Juan gets up to check on her. Sophia tells him that someone is inside the house. Juan assures her that she just had a nightmare, and no one is downstairs still. Juan goes on and checks the doors. His wife comes up to him and informs him that Rosa has arrived. They greet Rosa and thank Alberto. After Alberto left, Rosa's parents also left for their house. Back to the investigation. The investigators aren't able to collect any DNA from the charred body. However, they can eye the owner of the car through the VIN. They get to know that it's a local police officer named Pedro. One investigator calls on Pedro's number, but it's switched off. She leaves a voice message informing him about the situation. They finally find a metal screw inside the burnt body. In the morning, the investigator named Esther goes to meet with Rosa. She asks her what's going on between her and Pedro. Rosa explains that she and her ex are fighting over the custody of their daughter. Pedro is quite dissatisfied with the situation. As a result, they argue a lot, and he leaves the house from time to time because of this, and comes back after calming down. Chester informs her that they have found his vehicle. Near Foix Reservoir, the vehicle was burnt and they found a body in the trunk. Chester asks her whether she would be able to come to the police station and identify the body. Rosa denies, saying she's on sick leave from depression, and her daughter also can't be here alone. Esther understands, but asks her whether Pedro has undergone any back surgery. Rosa was able to keep her calm until now, but after hearing this, she broke down. She decides to go to the police station with her, while her parents look after Sophia. Juan decides to tell Sophia about the incident himself inside the police station. They inform Rosa that the implant Pedro got during surgery matched the one they found. Esther asks her whether Pedro told her where he was going, and Rosa informs her that he didn't. She again asks whether she tried to reach out to him, and she shows her the messages, where he tells her that he'll come back. But he doesn't want her to get involved in this. Esther asks her whether he was involved in any shady business, and she replies with a no. She also tells her how the fight started. They were having some coffee and preparing taxes. It was a Tuesday morning. She expresses her disbelief, saying they just went to the clinic the other day, as they are trying to have a baby. After coming back to the house, Rosa starts looking for Sophia. She finds her hurdled up inside the play tent. She tries to talk to her, but Sophia is just sobbing. Rosa asks her what she wants, and also says that they'll bring a pooch dog for her. Sophia still doesn't say anything. The scene changes to the funeral of Pedro. His ex Sylvia has also come with their kid to be there. She hugs Rosa and comforts her. After that, the scene changes to Rosa looking at Sophia holding a little puppy. Her parents come to meet them with groceries. They want to stay with them for a while, but Rosa requests them not to, as she wants to get everything back to normal for Sophia. Later, Rosa and Sophia are seen driving somewhere. Rosa asks her what she'll name the dog, and she doesn't reply instead. Sophia asks where people go after they die. Rosa doesn't want to have this conversation. So to change the topic, she plays a favorite song of Sophia. After some time, they start singing the song together. The scene changes to Rosa and Sylvia talking with Esther. Esther asks whether he was involved with drugs, and they strongly deny it. But they're confused as to why he sent that text to Rosa. Rosa expresses that she doesn't know, but Pedro was an impulsive man. Sylvia agrees. Esther asks Rosa how long they've been together before she can reply. Sylvia replies that 1 year. Rosa tells her that it's much less than that. The scene cuts to the police officers having lunch. They talk about whether Pedro was a drug addict. Alberto expresses that Pedro was impulsive, but he didn't have the money for drugs. He also tells them that he doesn't like to talk ill of the dead. Back to Rosa and others. They're talking about whether it was done because of revenge. Sylvia is confused because Pedro was a transit officer. Rosa, as a transit officer, tells her that they confiscate a lot of things, and maybe that's why they wanted to get revenge. Esther asks whether it can be the biker that Pedro beat up and got suspended for. Sylvia tells her that it's not that. Esther understands and tells them that they're done for today, but they won't rule out the possibility of narcotics. She also tells them to inform them if they need security and protection. At night, Rosa and her colleagues are at her home, talking about what could have happened to Pedro. Javi comes inside the house and Rosa gets furious. She asks him why the guards let him in, and he replies that they studied together at the police academy. Rosa is shocked that he still has the keys to the house after he just ran off one day. She makes him leave the house by screaming at him. After he left, she broke down crying on her colleague's arm. She expresses that she's just too afraid of what will happen. Her colleague hugs her and comforts her. In the morning, Rosa goes to Esther and tells her that it's Javi who did it. He even has the keys to the house. They wanted to change the house, but they couldn't, moreover. Javi has the right to see Sophia. Esther asks whether she needs safety from Javi, and Rosa nods. The scene changes to Rosa's mom taking away the puppy from Sophia so that she can eat her sandwich. But she doesn't eat anything and just picks on the food. Juan also comes and sees this. He goes down and opens the door, which was locked when he went to check up on the night before. Flashbacks show after Rosa comes back from the party and her parents leave. Alberto sneaks into the house. They go to the locked room. Rosa tells him that they'll deal with the couch today. All the creaking noise makes Sophia wake up and she comes downstairs. Seeing things being thrown off in the room, she gets scared and runs back upstairs. Rosa takes off her ring and gives a kiss on Alberto's lips. Blood-soaked couch cushions are seen lying around. The episode ends with Rosa painting over the blood-splattered walls.